Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today we have the full Redskins schedule release. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be breaking down each matchup, it's going to be a small breakdown, and I'm going to give my quick record prediction. I'm going to make a separate video on that later, once the season comes around. But this is the full schedule right here. So all of you guys probably know, Philadelphia is our week 1 matchup. Also, guys, I've started channel membership, so that's in the description. Go check that out. But let's get on to the video. So, Philadelphia week 1, week 2 at Arizona, week 3 at Cleveland, week 4 at versus Baltimore, week 5 versus the Rams, week 6 at New York, week 7 versus Dallas, week 8 bye, which is a pretty good bye. It's not too late, not too early. Probably would rather have a later bye, but it's better than having a week like 4 or 5 bye, which we've had for a while. Before last year, we had that almost every year. Week 9 versus the Giants, week 10 at Detroit, week 11 versus Cincinnati, 12 at Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. So that'll be a great game. I really hope that doesn't ruin our Thanksgiving, but it should be a good game, I hope. Week 13 at Pittsburgh, week 14 at San Francisco, week 15 at um, at Washington versus Seattle, week 16 versus Carolina, and week 17 at Philadelphia. So it's ranked the 5th easiest schedule based on last year's win percentage, but it's a lot harder than that. If you look at there's this other graphic I might have on the screen, or I'll put the link in the description for it, and we actually have the 4th or 3rd hardest schedule in the NFL if you look at all the teams' moves and stuff, which does suck. But I'm kind of give my week by week prediction. So week 1 versus Philadelphia, or actually first I'm going to go through some great matchups. I like some good matchups. Obviously, week 1's a great matchup. I love that, against Philadelphia at home is a great game. And then obviously week 12 at Dallas is another great game. Thanksgiving game at 4:30 p.m. That's a good game. And then I think the week 11 game versus Cincinnati will be an interesting game to watch. Haskins versus Joe Burrow, Chase Young versus Joe Burrow. I think that'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. And there's a couple other ones, obviously week 16 against Carolina. But let's go kind of week by week, kind of give my predictions. Might not do a full prediction. I'm going to make a separate video on that. But week 1 versus Philadelphia, I honestly think we can win this game. It's at home, so it's not at Philadelphia where we struggle. We haven't beat them in 3 years, but I think this is a year that we can beat them. We almost beat them last year in the season opener. It was just horrible coaching with Jay Gruden and his halftime adjustments, and we're not going to have that this year. So I'm going to pick us to beat Philadelphia. Obviously, this could change when coming August or September when I make the final video. But I think that's a win right there against Philadelphia. So you're going 1-0 going into Arizona, and I think that's another game where it's tough. Also, don't hate on me if I pick us to win too many games or lose too many games, guys. By the way, but week 2, I think this is a tough game. We could win, we could lose. I think we have a way better defense, and I think we can beat Arizona. And guys, again, everything in my opinion comes down to how Haskins plays. If Haskins plays good this year, I really think we can win 7 to 9 games. If he doesn't, if he plays okay, it's probably going to be 6 to 7, maybe even 8 games. If he plays bad, it's probably going to be 4 or 5 games. But I think we can win against Arizona, so that puts us at 2-0. I think we're going to lose against Cleveland. I think we'll win one of the two. I think we'll win either week 2 or week 3, one of those games. And obviously, Philadelphia is a tough one, but I'm being optimistic there. I think we can win that game, and that'll put us at 2-0. And then going into Cleveland, I think that's a tough game at Cleveland. I think they're much improved. And even if they don't play as good as expected this year, they're still a better team than us, in my opinion. So that puts us at 2-1. And then obviously against Baltimore, that is a loss. They are a way better team than us. They last year were the best team in the regular season with a 14-2 record. So I think that is a team that there's almost no chance we win that game. Yes, we have a great defense. Maybe we can neutralize Lamar. Maybe it ends up being a close game, but I don't see any way that we end up winning that game. So that puts us at 2-2 going into week 5. And week 5, I think this is a tough game. I had us beating Arizona, so I don't want to be too optimistic. I think the Rams is a tough game. It is against a um, former Redskins coach, not head coach, but offensive coordinator Sean McVay. Even though they lost a lot of key pieces, they still have Aaron Donald. They still have Jared Goff, who's decent. They still have Cooper Kupp. They still have a decent amount of players on their team. So I'm gonna have us lose that game. Have us going. That's 3-4 going into week. Or no, not 3-4. That we won against Philadelphia. That's 1-0, 2-0, 2-2. So 2-3 going into week 6, and I think we will be. I think we're going to lose against New York, or I think we're going to lose against New York because it's at New York. So that puts us at 2-4. I think we can beat Dallas in Washington. We did 2 years ago with Alex Smith. So that puts us at 3-4. And then you go to week 8 bye, you get some rest, and you go against New York. So I think we can go 4-4. I think we can beat New York, so that puts us at 4-4. I think we can beat Detroit and Cincinnati, so that puts us at 6-4. But then comes a huge long stretch. And obviously, guys, I'm not necessarily gonna say we're gonna go 6-4, and even if we're at 6-4 at this point, I think it's most likely us gonna be a little below 500, and maybe us losing to a team that I had us beating, and then us coming through and surprising us and beating Pittsburgh or a team like that. But 4-6, or yeah, 4-6 going into week 12 against Dallas. Cincinnati, I think we can beat them. Obviously, they were the worst team in the league last year. They did get Joe Burrow, but he's a rookie quarterback, so he's going to be developing a lot. It's going to be, I think, a little hard for him, especially with the condensed offseason. I think he might struggle this year. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback. And Detroit, we beat them last year. I think we're still better I think we're better than them. But okay, so against Dallas, I think that's a loss. Thanksgiving at Dallas. They're a way better team than us. The only reason I've had us beating Dallas was because just we're at home, and I think it's definitely a possibility. You know what? Actually, I don't think we're gonna beat Dallas. So let's go. I said 6-4, so that puts us at 5-5. I really don't think so. I mean, if it happens, it might happen on Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna put us at 5-6. After week 12, I don't think we can beat Dallas. So we're at 5-6 right there. Pittsburgh, I think that's a loss. It really depends. If Big Ben is healthy, then it could be a win right there, but I think that's a loss. So that's 5-7. San Francisco, that's definitely a loss. We lost to them last year, but that was in the rain. If it was in good conditions, I really think it would have been a way closer game. So that's 5-8. Against Seattle, I got that at 5-9, and then you go into Carolina. I think we're gonna win that. That puts us at 6. Or no, sorry. That puts us at 6-9 right there. And then I think this game right here, Philadelphia, I doubt we sweep them, but this could be a game where they already clinched first place in the division, and they need to rest their starters. And you know Carson Wentz's injury history, so this could be a game where they rest their starters because maybe they have the third seed. There's no way of them getting any higher seeds because this year there's only one first round bye. So I could see us winning this game. So I'm going to give us a total of around 6 to 7 wins this year. I think there's a couple games that could go either way. That Arizona game I think could really go either way. Same with that Cleveland game, the Rams game, both of the Giants games in my opinion. And then there's a couple other games. But I see this year, I think if we play really bad, if Haskins plays really bad, I think we'll probably get 5 wins. I think our defense is good enough to make it like we're not the worst team in the league, even if we have a terrible offense. And I think if Haskins plays okay, we're gonna sit around that 7, maybe 8 wins, 8-win season because our defense, I think, can carry us. I think we'll see. I think it's a 6 to 7 win season. Like I said, if Haskins plays really good, we can get a lot more than that. And if he plays bad, it could be a lot lower then that really, in my opinion, it all rides on Haskins. I think our defense is enough to give us at least 4 to 5 wins next year, and I think you got Ron Rivera and Greg Minuski, or you got Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio instead of Greg Minuski and Jay Gruden. So I think you got a big upgrade, and I think, especially with Chase Young and with Dwayne Haskins' development, I think we can do some damage this year. I'm thinking. I'm thinking 7 wins. I'll make a full video with an analysis. I didn't go too much in depth, and I didn't give a win or loss for every single game this year for the schedule. But I'm thinking 6 to 7 wins. If Haskins plays good, I think we can get a lot more than that. Let me know what you guys think. I know there's going to be a lot of people giving different opinions here. Um, one more thing before I go. I think I would be very happy if the Redskins split the division this year. I really doubt it, but because we're not going to sweep the Giants. Maybe we will, but I doubt it. So let's say we get 1 win against the Giants. Then if we can get 1 win against Dallas or Philadelphia, I think that would be great. I think we will win against Philadelphia this year. Mark my words. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope we can win at least 6 games this year. Peace. Maybe even 7 or 8 if Haskins plays good. Peace.